Hey, what's up? Check this out. Did you just buy a house and you're already trying to sell it? Maybe you don't like the house, maybe you didn't get a good deal, maybe you bought it during the pandemic like a ton of other people and you were just relieved that somebody accepted your offer. I don't care what the reason is. If you bought a house and it's less than a year, it's a few months, 2 years, doesn't matter, and you want to sell it, you have to focus on what I'm about to tell you, okay? You basically have three options if you wanted to get out of a house that you just purchased. The first is you could rent it out. That's pretty easy. You don't need to sell the house. There's a lot of benefits to being a landlord, but there's a lot of risks and headaches as well. So you want to really look into that before you decide that you want to do that, okay? The other tricky part to that is you got to make sure that whatever you're getting for rent is going to cover your mortgage, your principal, interest, taxes, insurance, and your vacancies, and your maintenance guy, and all the other unforeseeable events, okay? Now, what's your second option? Your second option is you can just go sell the house. There are no rules. So you can call up a realtor, real estate agent, salesperson, whatever you want to call them, and you can have them come sell your house. But there's a problem with that, right? Realtors cost money. And if you just bought your house, you'd have to sell it for at least 10% more than you bought it for in order to justify the 5 to 6% that they're going to charge you in commission, plus your closing costs, right? And everything else, just to break even. You're going to have trouble selling your house for 5, 10, 20% more than what you bought it for, right? It's only been less than a year, or maybe it's been a couple months. So this is going to be problematic, okay? And they might tell you a story like, we can do it, we can get you a higher price, but the market has shifted. And if you bought a house recently and you just want to get out of it, that's going to be an issue working with a realtor. Here's your last option, okay? You can work with an investor. These are home buyers, local cash buyers in your area, and you can look them up. That's what my team and I do. But you're going to struggle here a little bit too, depending on who you find. Because what these people are is that they're investors, right? There's always this thinking that they need to get a great deal. So they're probably going to give you a low ball offer, okay? They're going to offer you something less to come in with cash, to pay off your mortgage, and to give you maybe nothing, but maybe a little bit, depends, right? So if it's a low ball offer, you're probably not going to walk away with anything. You're going to want to work with somebody who's an investor who can cover your closing costs, so you don't have to worry about that. They're not a realtor, they're not an agent, so they're not going to charge you 5 to 6%. And they're at least going to give you what you paid for the house or more. Well, good luck finding that with anybody here. But guess what? That's what my team and I do. We will pay you at least what you paid for the house in the last year, in the last 2 years, maybe even more depending on the condition, the market, and the area, and all the other variables, right? So when you come to us, I guarantee you will walk away with something if you're trying to sell your house that you just bought in the last year, the last couple months, okay? That's a very good option considering everything else here, because if you do it the traditional way, you're probably going to lose some money. But if you work with us, you're going to get out of that house and you're going to be able to walk away with a little bit of cash. I hope this was helpful. Please read the rest of the article below on all the good information about getting out of a house and tax penalties and capital gains tax implications, and whether you had a mortgage, it's FHA. There's all great detail right under here. And if you need help, give us a call. My name is Doug and my company is Signature Properties.